Elias Vega wiped condensation from the viewport of his ship, the Silverwind. The spaceport of Nexus Station loomed ahead, a sprawling construct of metal and light against the inky void. He guided his freighter into a docking bay, the magnetic clamps engaging with a dull thud. "Another day, another deal," Eli muttered, reviewing his cargo manifest. Rare spices from the hydroponic farms of Europa, cutting-edge nanotech from the labs of New Singapore, and a crate of Martian whiskey that cost more than some small moons. It wasn't the haul of his dreams, but it would keep him flying. As he stepped onto the station's promenade, a cacophony of sights and sounds assaulted his senses. Traders from a dozen worlds haggled in a babble of languages. Holographic adverts flickered, promising everything from consciousness uploads to timeshares on gas giant resorts. Eli made his way to the exchange floor, ready to barter his goods. That's when he saw her. She stood out like a supernova in a sea of brown dwarfs. Her skin shimmered with an otherworldly iridescence, her eyes wide and reflective. She wasn't just beautiful. She was alien in a way that made his spine tingle. Their eyes met. She approached, moving with liquid grace. "You, human, I require passage," she said, her voice carrying an accent he couldn't place. Eli raised an eyebrow. "I'm a trader, not a taxi service. I am Aylara of Xylaris. I offer knowledge in exchange for transport." Eli snorted. "Knowledge doesn't fuel my ship or fill my belly." Aya's eyes flashed. "My people's forgotten trade routes could fill your coffers 100 times over." Before Eli could respond, alarms blared. Security forces flooded the promenade, weapons drawn. "Stowaway alert! All ships locked down!" Aya's expression hardened. "I cannot be found. Help me. And I swear by the ancient forests of my world you will not regret it." Eli hesitated for a heartbeat, then nodded. "Follow me. Act natural." They wove through the panicking crowd, Eli's heart pounding. He led Aya to a service corridor, then to an airlock where the Silverwind was docked. "If you're playing me," Eli growled as he initiated launch sequences, "I'll space you myself." Aya said nothing, her otherworldly eyes fixed on the stars beyond. The Silverwind broke free of the station's gravity well, streaking into the darkness of space. Eli plotted a course for the nearest jump point, praying they weren't being pursued. "All right," he said, turning to face his unexpected passenger. "Start talking." Aya's story spilled out like stardust. She was ancient, centuries old, preserved by the unique biology of her race. She spoke of lost colonies, hidden worlds rich with resources, and technologies forgotten by time. "Why leave your world now?" Eli asked. "Duty kept me bound," Aya replied, her gaze distant. "Now I seek something more." Their first stop was Harmony, a backwater agricultural world. Eli was skeptical, but Aya insisted. In a dilapidated market, she bartered a handful of seeds from her homeworld for a fortune in rare earth elements. "The enzymes in Xylarian flora," she explained, "can increase crop yields tenfold." Eli's eyes widened. This was just the beginning. They journeyed on, each stop more profitable than the last. On the gas mines of Titan, Aya's knowledge of ancient filtration techniques earned them exclusive contracts. In the asteroid belt of Sigma Draconis, her insight into gravitational dynamics led them to veins of precious ores. But it wasn't all smooth sailing. Pirates ambushed them in the Oort cloud, drawn by rumors of their success. Eli's piloting skills and Aya's quick thinking, using Xylarian bioluminescence to blind their attackers, saved their skins. As weeks became months, Eli found himself changing. The universe seemed vaster, more wondrous than he'd ever imagined. And Aya, she was no longer just a meal ticket. Her wisdom, her curiosity, her gentle strength, they called to something deep within him. Their final destination was Erebus, a world on the edge of known space. Here, Aya claimed, lay the remnants of an ancient Xylarian outpost. They landed near crumbling ruins. As they explored, Aya grew quiet, her luminescent skin dimming. "What's wrong?" Eli asked. "I remember this place," she whispered. "From before. So much lost." In a hidden chamber they found it, a relic of impossible complexity. A key, Aya explained, to unlocking the secrets of faster-than-light travel. "With this," she said, "we could revolutionize galactic trade. Or what?" Eli prompted. Aya's eyes met his. "Or we could explore, see wonders no living being has witnessed, chart new routes, build bridges between worlds." Eli looked at the artifact, then at Aya. He thought of the riches it could bring. the power it represented, but he also saw the vastness of space reflected in her eyes, the promise of discovery. He made his choice. "Where to next, partner?" he asked with a grin. Aya's smile outshone the stars. Together, they stepped into the unknown, the ledger of their journey still unwritten.